Hello and welcome to another episode of Poolzcast. Today we have Abhishek from the Rgames project. Welcome, Abhishek.
Hello, hi. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Amazing. Tell us a bit about yourself, Abhishek, and also your role in the project.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I've been in this industry since about 7 years. I think, like many, I have this destiny kind of thing that I've landed to blockchain tech. I was previously an automotive engineer working in Europe. And somewhere, as I said, destiny, I got introduced to blockchain. But then I was parallelly involved in development of games. I took the gaming idea and the blockchain idea, and along with my founder, who I met in Netherlands, and gave the idea 365 days to let's say be it a success. And I think that was the beginning. We never turned back, and we believed in what we wanted to do. So our game was an extension of what I've done in my past, being an automotive engineer, so racing games and vehicles. So I thought, racing games is anyway going to be a very basic thing, even on blockchain, out of the blockchain. So I thought, let's integrate something more to this, bringing in my technical expertise of automotive. We thought, let's try to blend in the demand of the gamers and the supply from the technical designers and create an environment which is kind of self-sustaining and a very high revenue generating model. So yeah, so since when I was in Europe, I have seen my colleagues, my friends, their hobby is to create designs, vehicle designs, futuristic, different kinds of one, but they always stay in their PCs. Let's say they're not anywhere out in the public because it's just a hobby. So I thought let's take that immense talent and as a gamer, or let's say as a human, and specifically like we people who love cars or vehicles or bikes, we have this fantasy that I want a custom designed car for myself. Maybe Ferrari is designing something for me, but that's almost 95% of the population in the world cannot afford it. But in games we can make it affordable, surely. So that's how the idea began. And yeah, I have a background of automotive, blockchain tech, and software development. So try to put in everything that I knew and build a team and started our games.
Amazing. Thanks for the intro. Now, what is a unique selling point of Rgames, in comparison to other Web3 competitors and projects?
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, we took a racing to a whole new level, wherein the technical expertise of designers, automotive designers, is involved in the gaming. So we will see a lot of custom-made products inside the game, and that adds as an extra advantage to the gaming. But we are creating this a circular model wherein we have taken customer inputs, and it's not just going to be one game; it is going to be series of games. We already have announced 6 modes, and every mode is a different game. Like there's street mode, there's story mode, there's formula mode, and many others, MotoGP mode. So now all these games are going to interact inside this ecosystem, thanks to the wonderful, magical behavior of blockchain of interoperability, that we can make sure that every asset is recognized in every other game mode. And we understand how the new tech of artificial intelligence is taking over in every possible field. So we have AI element at the center of the gaming, where the AI that we are going to develop is going to be a kind of a learning model currently now, where it takes the input of the gamers. I mean, let's say the design inputs or whatever they need, create templates in the background. Let's say if the gamer requires a common car, so these templates will be stored inside the inside the AI, and it will take the output of the designers and then learn eventually. And then what will happen is when we deploy the AI model, it will still require the human intervening, where they provide the inputs, but the deployments of the products will be much faster. So this will ensure the waiting time for a gamer to get the vehicle delivered inside the game is much lesser than previous. And also now the designers will have a lot more going on, and then this in total generates a very higher rate of revenue, which helps us grow as a company and also as a community. So this is kind of our USP, and we're working on it.
Perfect. Now, tell us a little bit about your immediate upcoming roadmap and plans.
Yeah, absolutely. So we understand, we still think gaming is one of the best use case for cryptocurrencies, because it's very simple to do it. Though, it might look very complex from outside. Of course it is, but when you really understand how it's done, it becomes very simple. Now, over the time, in the last bull run, what we saw, there was a blast of gaming projects on the chain, and we really saw that lost a bit of trust within the community, within venture capitalists, institution VCs, and all. The reason is, the product base was missing. And our company's motto is to improve the product base on the gaming side. So we have worked on a project called as Fabbuild before. It's running since 3 years. And the only motto, what we do, is to improve the product base. So people can talk about onboarding, people can talk about everything, but if the product is not there, the gamers are not going to shift from Web 2 to Web 3. So our technical or our basic roadmap involves deployment of games in different phases, in different years. So to give more confidence to our community, and it is my pleasure to say this now live, that we are going to go live with one of the game mode this week, in 2 days, in 48 hours. So the game will be live, one of the game. And according to the feedback that we are getting, it's some of them are not able to believe what they're seeing. And I'm very happy about it because it's a very high quality product. So the product roadmap is, games, 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 play more, enjoy more. But of course, we'll have auxiliary products to this. Like, for example, the games are going to be related to designing, for example. So there will be different stages of garages being deployed along with the roadmap. So if I can give an example, with Formula R mode, it involves, high precision racing and high precision engineering. So the garages will be very custom designed, and they'll be very, very complex. So to deploy that requires a whole different team, because the team which understands formula racing and such kind of stuff. Uh, Also, along with this, and then we plan other products where the community is very much comfortable to use them. Like, for example, a dashboard, or it's a platform where they can see all the statistics of the past history, what have they done, on which gaming mode they're good, which gaming mode they have to improve, what are their investments, what are their models, and how are they improving technically, because technicality is a bit of thing on our platform. The better technical they are, the better they'll perform in the games. But of course, along with this, we have currently designed 6 phases of marketing. But then, of course, marketing in crypto is very, very changing. It's very dynamic. So we adapt according to that. So now we are currently in the stage of launch and alpha marketing, where we focus on the product launch and the token launch. And then, the other things like, getting to improve the liquidity by going on to more DEXs and more centralized exchanges and so on.
Got it. Now, tell us a bit about some of your backers, partners, and extended team.
Yeah, absolutely. They have been part of the backbone of the project, along with the community, of course. So we have been backed by IBC Group, uh, by Mario Nafal, and then we have been backed by Oriana Ventures, Lavender Capital, BMW Capital, Ferrum Network, the decentralized incubator are some of the names who have been with us since now about a year since we started the project, and we have been developing since 12 months. And when I talk about partners, the studios, the parent studios, which is responsible to produce this game, is one of the biggest backers. They have been funding us since the first day, helping us improve the idea and enhance the ability of the project to what services we are providing to the community. But on top of that, we do have immense support from some of the blockchains, naming Vmix Play. Vmix Plays is very, very gaming centric, and they have been the most successful launched blockchain in 2023. When I consider AAA titles, they launched about 56 games. So we are backed by Vmix Play as well. So yeah, these are some of the partners that I can mention.
Perfect. Now, talking about the token side, what is a key utility for it? And as a user, why should we hold it?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I think utility is something that we have this positive attitude of improving the token utility. So initially, the token will be very much essential in the gaming ecosystem. Of course, anything and everything that we do is free for all. But then when the investment element comes into picture, we do understand that you are going to take out something. So there is a model where you have to invest in it, and the token is responsible, or the token is the medium where you communicate with a platform by buying the token and staking on it on a platform. Then you get access to higher levels and higher tiers, and let's say even let's say super rare cards or vintage cards. But on top of that, as I explained, garages previously, the minting power of the garages will be uh, like you will be able to mint higher level of garages, which have higher minting and deployment power with your token ability, and the varies the level of tokens that you're holding. Of course, the token is the main currency on a marketplace. The token will be very important in governing of what kind of tier level are on our decentralized organization. And then moving forward in roadmap, there are many utilities added, because with every game mode, the token appreciates and increases its utility.
Amazing. And how does that lead to generation of revenue for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the major revenue generation for us, the interaction of gamers and the designers. So when they interact, and when the orders are created, we take a commission from it. And once the AI model is deployed, the AI model is subscription based, so the fee comes to the development wallet. We are going to organize different levels of tournaments. One will be done internally within the game, which are daily tournaments. The commission tax comes to the development team. And then there is a model wherein external developers or designers can create custom made tournaments, and the revenue is shared between the designers, the gamers, and also the viewers who are watching to pay the tournament. It can again be a subscription model to subscribe for the entire tournament and watch, and just go on with your favorite racer or designer. And then moving forward, more revenue models will be added, in terms of we will move to esports industry. We have already partnered with a few of the esports industries in the world, like Gem3.gg, Vulcan X, and yeah, many other names. I mean, these will be like physical tournaments, which will be played with the token itself, and the entry fee will be collected in the token itself. And yeah, a percentage of it will go to the prize pool, and the remaining will go to the development wallet.
Perfect. Now, for community, as you know, now it's a hot thing to have, airdrops or campaigns, giveaways for a lot of projects. Do you have any ongoing right now, or is there any coming soon?
Yeah, absolutely. We love to gift or reward our community in various ways. Currently there are two basic ways. One is the token airdrops, and the other one is the NFT acquisition, and a mix of both. So like we're going to announce our Genesis R NFTs. So when you own this NFT, it will give you an entry level of a lot of utilities just with one NFT. You can become the member of DAO for free. I mean, it's not free, you're paying for the NFT. You'll be getting 20% on all the upgrades, car upgrades, of whatever you're going to purchase. Like if you have an engine upgrade, you get 20% off. If you buy a garage, you get 20% off. You'll get free airdrop of tokens at IDO price. And then you get airdropped, like if you buy tier 1 Genesis R NFTs, you get airdropped the tier 1 vehicle, which is super rare. And that is one of the thing going on. And yes, of course, we are doing a lot of very well-known campaigns like Zeely, Galaxy, Gleam, and with a lot of our partners like centralized exchanges and the other, let's say, marketing partners who are helping us, reach out to more audience.
Amazing. Now, as you know, the IDO is happening very soon and following by exchanges. Would you like to share your IDO timing plan as well as your listing? And
Yeah,
if you have any alpha you want to share with the community of pools, feel free to do so.
yeah, absolutely. We are very glad that our IDO partners have been selected very carefully. So we are going on to DAO Maker, Pools Finance, FinSceptor, and Paragon, and almost everyone is pretty much this week. So it will begin with FinSceptor, then it's DAO Maker tomorrow, and then it's Paragon day after tomorrow, and then followed by Pools. So we really wish everyone that you make a very wise decision of your allocations and everything. So if I'm talking about alpha, yes, we are going to about 5 6s during the launch, the first week of launch, and should be very good liquid platform to everyone who is planning to uh, trade the token or sell the token or even buy the token again. And with this, we'll follow up with much exciting news. Like one of them is alpha launch that I revealed right now. It's not even public. And then after the game, there'll be another game mode launch, so that the users are already playing two game modes with very varieties of vehicles. I'm sure they'll love it. And on top of that, we are going to reveal a lot of other activities that will be very, very helpful for the users to participate, be a part of the ecosystem, and learn a lot about our ecosystem. To start with, very simple, it'll be staking, and when you are early stakers, you get access to a many product range of our games. And then, yeah, I can only say you should be stay tuned on our socials to understand what's coming next.
Perfect. This wraps up the Q&A part of the AMA. First of all, thank you for your comprehensive answers to the questions. Now, I would like to give you a couple of minutes, like a free speech or anything you want to give to the community of pools. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think my relation with Pools goes about 4 years back. Pools was supposed to come as our RDO partner with our previous company, but then unfortunately the timing was not nice and then did not happen. But we have been, speaking to each other since some time now. And even with our games, it was not like we had a relationship. Pools came in for our games. We did really have to do a lot with our product, with our partners, and the launch plan and the roadmap what we are going to. And then I think it came in at the right time, and I'm very happy to see what's going on, especially after the announcement of Pools. We had a lot of traction. We were almost overbooked with our fundraise, and we got a lot of interest just because of Pools from other launch pads and some venture capitals as well. And I can only say, one thing, we will make sure that very rarely we do miss roadmaps. I mean, if we have said something that we are going to launch this quarter, it is surely going to happen that. And please do. I do not expect everyone to be part or to invest into our games, but then please do look at what we are doing. I'm very sure you'll be pleased to see how Web3 gaming is evolving with our example, and the kind of things that is going to happen on our games in a couple of months now. Like, for example, automotive brands coming in for advertisement and such stuff. That is like kind of an event itself, an entertainment generation stuff, because if you see BMW is creating events, so that's something wonderful. So yeah, please stick with us, stay with us, spend some time with us. You'll gain a lot of trust, and then I'm sure you'll be wanting to be part of our ecosystem in any way. You can even be part of our ecosystem by just participating in our AMAs, not hold the tokens, don't do anything, just ask questions or just listen to us. Then I'm very sure you'll learn a lot and you'll understand what is the vision of the project.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Abhishek,
Yeah.
for your time and
Yeah.
your responses. On behalf of Pools community and team, we wish you all the best for your upcoming IDO this week and your listing.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was my pleasure to be here. And I wish everyone all good and be safe. Take care.
Thank you.